Hey everybody, and welcome to Empire. My name is Jake, and we're going to go through your US dollar from price action last night. I took one trade, got about 9%, took heavy partials, and I was looking for a short, however, I never got in. Okay, so I'm going to go through and show you how we sort of trade, and then I'm also going to go through and look at Bitcoin's price action as well and see where we're at. Okay, so we're expecting price action to pull back for Bitcoin to where current prices are. But yeah, we'll go into that once I go get past all through this stuff. So Euro US dollar, we trade one pair. That's all you need to trade. Once you know how the market works for that one pair, you'll be consistent and you can be very, very profitable. Okay, so I'm a full-time trader, and I'll go through how we trade and what we look for. Okay, so I'll stuck out to the 4-hour chart here and just see where we're at. Okay, so we had this big push up, and you can just clearly see that we're making high highs, high lows, all the way up in the 4-hour. Okay, we use the 4-hour bias for mainly everything, and at the moment we've actually created some nice equal highs of liquidity. So are we going to push up later in the week and make a new high? There's a high possibility. However, we've had a slight 4-hour change of trend and 1-hour change of trend here yesterday. I'll zoom right in. Okay, we had a slight change. Yes, it's just a wick. The body didn't close. Yes, I know that. But you can target these levels on the wicks. Okay, wicks love to get mitigated on the lower time frame. So this is a bit of an indecision candle. Price action's going there. Going sideways at the moment. So is this a reversal? It doesn't look like it. It looks like we could definitely push up later in the week. However, where is price action likely to go? Okay, so it doesn't matter. I don't really care which way it goes. It's all about getting to high probability areas. So it's just stuck down to the 1-hour chart here. And let's have a quick look where we're at. I'll just tidy this up, bit of an overlay here. So I have this little order block up here on the 15 that I was hoping for price action to get to. Okay. As you can see here, we had a 1-hour change of trend. All right, price action pushed up, and we actually had a 1-hour boss right here, and then we had another one. So we had a 1-hour change of trend right here. All right, high, low, high, change trend, and then we had multiple breaks of structure here as well. So we broke another boss here in the 1-hour. So we usually, when there's 2 breaks of structure, I find there's a high probability that we could definitely sweep these lows. Okay, so I've got a few areas marked on that I think price action definitely might come to if we do sweep later in the week, but we'll see how it just works out. Okay, so I'll duck down to the 15-minute chart, and we'll go through. So I've marked on this key 15-minute order block that price action could reject off. We had this little buy and sell range right here that price action could definitely come to. That was in the high time frame of the 4-hour, and then if price action comes down here, which it definitely could, we'll soon see. Okay, I don't know. The weekly did finish very, very strong last week, so we'll see if this does continue on the downside. And if we do get some moves, there's going to be some big profit gains right there. All right, just need to get into high probability areas. And if it goes long, doesn't matter either. We'll look for the same entries long. Okay. So let's duck down to yesterday's price action. So yesterday I was hoping for this to sort of go sideways all day up here, and then push up into this area, maybe look for a short. However, we didn't get that. Price action never moves how you'd like it to. So what happens here? Let's go down to the 15. We'll start at the 15. Okay. So we were making in this little 15-minute sell range. All right. And this little sell range right here that I was looking at. This main range right here. All right. So I draw square or rectangles, whatever, on there just to dissect the market. So I'm just concentrating on this area right now. All right. So where I was expecting price action to come to, I was hoping to get it come up here and continue on the trend. Okay, we did have this little 15-minute boss OB in the middle here. However, I was just waiting for it to see how price action reacted. Okay, so let's just go through, and I'm going to do bar by bar replay. So I do trade the 1 minute now and then, only if it's high probability. All right. So I'll duck down to the lower time frame. I'll go down to the 5-minute. And let's have a quick look gander at what price actions there are. Okay, so if you can follow the order flow, where's the high probability area this is going to reject right now? do have this 5-minute order block. This is going against the trend, the 15, 1 hour, 4 hour bearish. All right, so we do have this little OB here. This is our 15-minute OB. It's a bigger one. I'll just change the visibility. Okay. So I did have this little OB here marked on. Okay. So you need to understand liquidity concepts. I always target liquidity when I'm looking for trades. All right. And if you understand how liquidity works, and you understand how this works, you can be very, very profitable. Okay. So I had this main OB here. I was not even looking for longs until I had some sort of confirmation. Okay. So I did have this 15-minute OB up here that I was looking at. I'll just delete that. I'll just draw a zone for you guys. And I did miss a short last night. I wasn't awake for it, but it was a very, very nice, simple short last night that I woke up and I just had a quick look and I just saw it before. So it would have been very, very nice to get that one too, but that's right. If you get one nice trade a day, that's what you need to do. All right, so let's play through this. So every day I backtest the previous day data every day because it trains my mind to see the same patterns every day. All right, so I recommend doing the same thing too. If you're a trader, it takes half an hour to backtest the previous day. All right, if you're brand new to trading, it might take a little bit longer. So you'll see in this video, it'll take me, 10, 20 minutes to get through this. Okay, so look, we're pushing down. This is on the 5-minute chart, and I was waiting for more of a 5-minute change of trend. Okay, so we had a little 5-minute boss here. All right, and then I can see here I made a lower low, lower high, lower low, and then price action made another boss up here. All right, so price action pushing up. All right, so where's it likely to gravitate to or mitigate this OB over here? All right. I was concerned that price action was pushing down, so I was even looking for something right here. And same up here, we came up here, we're making high highs, high lows, high highs, and then we had like a little, this whip the candle here, okay, and you can see liquidity building up. All right, so we've got equal highs right here. It's for price action to target, okay. So my original target was, I was looking for a buy, oh no, buy, I was even looking for a buy. I was looking for price action to come up here and then look for a sell to swap all this liquidity, okay? So, what happened now? All right, so we push through, 5 minutes coming down. All right, so, we are just building liquidity. We had a little slight change of trend here. Price action is just wicking it. Yes, we've wicked it. Doesn't mean anything? No. So I'm just waiting for the 5-minute OB. All right. So when you enter into the 1 minute, you need to be perfect. All right. 1 minute's very, very dangerous in trading if you've not got any experience. All right. So let's just see what happens. And we've grabbed liquidity. All right. Look at this. So we've got all these equal highs here. They're going to get taken out. There's a high probability these are going to get taken out in the future. We don't know when. We got to wait for confirmation, okay? So, where's our next 5-minute boss? We had a 5-minute boss right here, which wicked it, took out liquidity, had all these little equal lows here forming. So, let's just see what price action does here. Wicked it again. Another little 5-minute boss, all right? Yes, I use the wicks because they love to get mitigated in a lower time frame. So what are we expecting now? Let's just see what happens. All right. So I'm looking at the market right now. All right. So I'll show you my go-to pattern. You can use this on any time frame. All right. I mainly use the 15 and 5. However, this is my go-to pattern. All right. So what happened here? We have had a 5-minute boss. We've had a 5-minute boss right here. Okay. It's right here. All right. Right here. So as you can see here, lower low, lower high, lower low, broke it, We've had a change. We had a change of character. All right. And what happened straight away? We created equal highs at the same time. So when this happens, on most time frames, when we create equal highs with breaker structure as well, there's a high probability that price action will target this liquidity in the future. Okay. So I was looking at this and I was like, oh yeah, right, cool. This is actually very, very, very neat. All right. So I've got on my 5-minute range here. All right. So I actually went into the lower time frame. Okay, let's just take a quick look at the 3. Let's go a little bit forward. Okay. And then I went down to the 1 minute. I've got this range here. All right. So where do you want to buy? You want to buy at a discount. All right. Anything in the premium, you want to sell. Anything in a discount, you want to buy. Okay. And so you want to go to an extreme. All right. So we grab liquidity here. We created some equal highs to target. All right. So I actually put this order on here. I saw this little 1 minute OB right here. Okay. This is risky because I'm going against the order flow of the market at the moment. We're still bearish on the 15, 1 hour, and 4 hour. Okay. And we do have some equal lows forming. Okay. So we did have this 1 hour OB right here that I was looking at. I'll chuck this on. I actually front on this a little bit. It's like 280 from memory. All right, because sometimes price action come back down, just miss you and then go. All right, I could have gone a little bit further, but I just waited. So it's about there, I'm pretty sure. I'll see if I'll show you a screenshot of my trade. All right, so price action, what I do? We'll come back down. This is the extreme. When the price action did this pushing down, this is coming down to grab liquidity. All right. So this is how I manage trades. All right. I take partials at 2 to 1. 1 to cover my trade, and 1 to cover commissions. All right, and give me a little profit. All right. So I'm in the green straight away. This could have been a straight loss. All right, definitely. And then when I'm looking forward to target, okay, this is my key area up here. This is my key area here. There was a 15-minute OB here, but I was pretty confident that price action would come up here and test liquidity. But there's all this liquidity up here, okay? So I aimed just before that, it was about 8% from memory. Yeah, 20 pips, all right? So I was aiming for roughly about there, all right? That's what I was aiming for. But you don't want to be greedy. You want to take it just before that, okay? So it's roughly around there. All right, so this is a quick 7% trade. I could have had a small stop loss. However, I front runned it. And we'll see how it goes. So let's just play through here. Price is coming down. Remember, we've got this liquidity to aim for. When we have a breaker structure, especially on the 15-minute, we have a breaker structure with the 15 and creates liquidity at the same time. That's my fucking go-to pattern, and I'm very confident that price action will target it, okay? And we're dribbling down. Bang, tapped in, and we're off. And what happened straight away? We got to 2% straight away. Yes, I could target the highs. However, I'm consistent in my trade management. This is what I do for every single trade. And my risk is off the table straight away in 2 minutes. Done. Okay? So we'll leave this up here for price action target, and we'll just see what happens. So I put my next thing, this is where I took off 90% of my trade, and I left a little bit on the table just to push higher if it did. And we grabbed liquidity. So it didn't hit my point of interest up here. Yes, I did look for an entry. However, I didn't get one. Okay, so price action came up here, rejected. We didn't even have a 1 minute breaker structure. This is a high probability that area that price action was going to come back to. So we did have a 15-minute minor Bros right here. I'm probably talking really fast here, guys. But would I look for an entry here now? No, I wasn't looking for entry here because what have we created? We haven't had a sweep of these Asian lows yet either. Oops, a line there. Get rid of that one. So we've got liquidity building up here right now. All right. So there's a high probability we'll just sweep liquidity, and then we're going to roll back down into this area. Okay. So let's just see what happens here. I was looking even on here for a 1 minute entry. You had to go to the 15-second memory to look for a trade. Sorry, mate. Sorry, guys. My video cut out there. All right. So price action here. I was looking for a nice 1 minute entry. The 1 minute breaker structure was down here. All right. So you actually have to go to the lower time frame, the seconds, to get this trade. But well, they literally didn't get it. So price action just dribbled up. Okay. So I was looking for this key area up here, and then price action just rolled over, made a new lower low here. And then we're looking for a little entry up here, but you had to go to the seconds to get that, okay? Because you didn't have a breaker structure in the 1 minute. I usually wait for a 1 minute confirmation if I'm looking for a liquidity grab, and we didn't get it, okay? So price action came down, and look at this. We're getting very, very heavy, all right? So you can read price action what's going to do that right now. What do you got? We've got all these equal lows. Same as here. We've got all these equal highs. Price action is going to target this, you know? Same right here. Equal lows, there's a high probability price action is going to target it, okay? So same again. Let's have a quick look and play through. So I usually stop trading after 7 o'clock. You know, only trade 3 hours of the day and you're done, okay? So I'm just going to move this here. We've had another 15-minute boss here, okay? Right here. Breaker structure. Price action is pushing down, okay? So I'm just going to delete all these ones in here, clean up a little bit, and let's just see what price action does right now. So we come down to the bottom of this range here. We do have this little 5 minute OB right here. That's price action is gravitating towards to and mitigating. So it's rejecting it right now. All right. So we are rejecting this 5 minute OB as we stand. I don't look at trades at this time. So let's just play through and see what happens here. I might go to the 15 and see what happens. All right. So what are we expecting right now? We had a breaker structure here. Would I look for a long here from previous data? No, I wouldn't, because look, we didn't have any equal highs to really target. We've got these ones over here to target, okay? So as you can see here, we have a trend line liquidity. The price action will definitely target in the future. So you probably wait for a sweep here. We do have this little OB here before this little gap slip. That price action could target, okay? So let's see what price action does here. Getting up to 9:30. I don't trade before New York. Actually, don't really trade New York. I stay up for it sometimes. There's a high possibility where price action pushing up. Same thing again, guys. What have we done? Create equal highs right here. This is a high probability. We definitely get swept before New York. Got this OB here. But then you also have this 1 hour OB, or this 15-minute OB up here that price action could reject, okay? And we do have equal highs at the back here. So there's probably 2 points of interest that you could maybe expect price action to have a rejection on here, here, and up here, okay? You're not going to get it right every time. We wait for a reaction and then look for some confirmation, okay? So look at this. Price action is pushing up to area. We'll cancel this OB because it's going to the back. Where's our next 15-minute boss? Right here. All right, so if we get a change of character right here, or change of trend, I will definitely look for trade if I was awake. So I got to about here, I was like, oh, I'm going to bed. You got to be mentally focused every single time. I was very, very tired. All right, so look at this. Price action has pushed down. All right, we had a change of trend. All right, I'll zoom right in. So what can you do here? We've got a 15-minute range. So where's a high probability area to look for when trading this? All right, where's a high probability area? I'm going to sell at a premium and buy at a discount. So we want to sell when it's up here. All right, so let's just see what this does right here. Now, we've had a big push down. All right, price action is pushing down. And where's price action likely to come down and mitigate? Especially these areas here, okay? So if it came down straight away, I'd be like, oh, yeah, I'm not looking for a trade. However, if you were awake, just drop down to the 5 minute now, all right? Where's the key areas to buy? Oh, to sell, sorry. got this 5-minute OB up here. This is extreme. And where's the next one? So when we move this down, you want to sell when it's at 50%. All right. You want to sell when it gets into this. All right. And it's like, where's the most highly likely? You can see where this demand failed right here. All right. This the demand zone here failed. So there's a highly likely chance that price action could come up here and reject around this key area. All right. We had this little 5-minute OB right here. All right. Oh, shit. So as you can see, that little OB right there. If you put an entry on here, 6 pips. It's ridiculous. All right. So it's very big. Let's investigate it more. Let's go to a lower time frame and look for a 1-minute entry. All right. Get your 1-minute OB right here. I'll just make it a bit more clean. You would look for entry here. Okay. So I wish I saw this last night. It'd been a nice little trade. And so what's that? 3 pip stop. Okay. Probably a little bit smaller. Do something like that. But this would be a perfect little trade. Okay. And where would you aim for? You aim for this lows, all right? Take partial straight away. Same again, 2%. And then you'd aim for, you always expect this to break this low here. All right, this is a weak low. All right, so we're expecting a price to push down. Okay, and where's it likely to go to? Got this liquidity over here. Okay, so you definitely target down lower. All right, it's another 7% to right here. I'll definitely aim for that around this area. But we can maybe look for rejection. All right, is this going to push through very past? Yeah, we don't know. No one knows. All right. We do have all these equal lows to aim for as well. So we'll just move to the market, see how it goes. Let's just see what price action does. And I'm pretty sure it gets up there. And look at that. Tapped it perfectly, came right to the back of the range. All right. As you can see, partials at 2% is right here. And price action pushed down. All right. So you take partial straight away. I usually set 2 trades, all right? So, one trade for 2% straight away, and the other one to aim for new lows, okay? So, we've got this one here. Already done that. Already taken partials again, probably there, all right? And then I'd aim for down here, okay? We'll see how it goes. I'm pretty sure price action rejected from around that area. Push it down nicely. And we didn't hit my target. All right, I probably should have drawn that on a little bit better, guys. Let's just go into the 15-minute chart. All right, so you have this 15-minute OB right here, okay? Right here, that price action to reject. So you aim around here. All right, so price action is driven down to here. Looks like we're going to have a rejection, and now price action is pushing up. This is why you need to take partials all the time, okay? So we'll just duck down to the 15 and see what price action does now. But look, there's a little understanding of how we trade. Came back here. Price action is just range bound, guys. Okay. So we're going sideways. So let's just mark out for today's price action. Let's have a quick gander. All right. We'll mark up the obvious here. We do have all this liquidity building up. We've got all this liquidity here building up as well. All right. So we're getting a nice squeeze. So we could maybe get a push down and then look for some longs, or might have a push up and look for some shorts. It doesn't matter. Okay, I'll just clean this up, guys. All right, so we're going to delete this little OB here, and I'm just going to cancel today's data because it's 2 o'clock. All right. So we are just range bound. You can see we're clearly range bound. All right, guys. So when price action is doing this, you need to be careful. You need to trade the back of the ranges. All right. If you trade the back of the ranges, you'll be more profitable. When everything's in the middle here, stay out of it. You will just take loss after loss. Okay, wait for the initial move. I'll be waiting for the move now. All right, you can see here that we had the sweep liquidity of the Asian session yesterday, down and up multiple times. Okay, but yeah. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to wait for my key areas to get hit. Either we're going to have a sweep up, and then maybe look for a 15-minute break of structure to look for short, and then if it goes short down this way, I'll do the same thing again too. If it comes down here, gets to my key areas, maybe look for a long. If you get a continuation pattern, I'll look for a short too. It doesn't matter which way it goes. All right, so let's go on to Bitcoin US dollar. Let's have a look where we are. All right, so we're expecting this weekly OB nicely, okay? Is it time to say we're in a bull trend? Fuck no, all right? So what we're expecting is, I expect the price action to get back to this area, okay? I've got three little key areas that price action is doing. We need to confirm what we're in. What are we in? We're in a bear trend, all right? You need to state the obvious, all right? Making high highs, high lows, high high. We break trend, lower low, lower high, lower low. There's a high probability we're going to make a lower high to push down lower. We're in a weekly bear trend. The high time frame structure is king, all right? So once price action breaks above here, we've got this weekly COT. This will confirm, if you get a nice close above here, you know, the candle as well, this will confirm a trend, hopefully trend change up into new highs, which would be awesome. However, we need to not get emotional. We need to understand what price action is currently doing. We're still bearish. All right, so I'm going to state one obvious thing right now. I've got this supply demand zone on right now. Okay, I'm zooming right in for you guys. Why I've got marked that on. So this is a bottle zone right now. As you can see, it's been rejected multiple times from both directions. We came up here, rejected. Came back down, come up, rejected. All right. Same thing again here. We smashed through it, came back up, rejected. All right. Broke through, came back, did a liquidity grab, broke it, rejected, and came up to the top here. Same thing again. Came down, rejected this key area, pushed down, make a lower low. Are we going to reject this area right now to push lower? There's a high probability we are. All right, this could be a potential bull trap. All right, we do sort of have that head and shoulder, on trade head and shoulders, but you can clearly see it. And I think, yeah, it doesn't look good for now. We need some more confirmation. All right, so let's go to the daily chart and check out price action. So I did have this daily order block on down the bottom here. Why? Well, price action loves to mitigate the point of release of market cycles. Okay, so the POR. So I'll show you how it works. It can be short term, long term. Price action loves to always come back to where price initiated from there. So this candle initiated the move, this whole move. All right, this is on the daily. It doesn't have to happen, but there's a high possible chance that we are going to come back down to mitigate these levels. All right, it's a high probability of it. All right. Give another example. This candle right here. This is a short-term cycle. All right. Got this little candle right here. This candle initiated the move right here. All right. And where did it come back to? To a T. Came back, initiated the move back to this point. Okay. So we're just coming up to this area now. This daily candle has just started, I'm pretty sure, 10 o'clock. So we'll see how this goes. I wanted to push down first, guys, before we went up. Yeah, I was hoping to leave this to target later on. Okay, so let's just go down to the 4-hour chart quickly and have a quick look. Okay, so I've got these key areas up here. Got this 4-hour order block up here. It gets above that. That's our weekly chain of trend. All right, so we need price action to get up here to confirm the trend to go back north. Okay, so we do have this little sell buy range right here that price action is rejecting. Okay, we need a daily boss. Pretty much, it's just slightly broke it, but this could just be a liquidity grab to draw roll over. So I'm not excited just yet. Be careful when this major zone to have a rejection. All right, we could definitely push up into here, another liquidity grab. we've just slowly swept all this liquidity over here, okay? Right here. All right, and then we have this liquidity here to aim for. We do have some imbalance as well, that price action to target, okay? Let's draw the weekly change trend. That's potential. All right, we need price action to get above $52,000, all right? All right, so as you can see here, this doesn't look like the best reversal pattern. This just looks like more of a flag to push up, grab liquidity and drop. Okay, I'm not 100% confident. If it does push up, I'm more than happy. However, you need to not get emotional. It doesn't look like the best pattern right now. Okay, this doesn't look like a wick off accumulation pattern. This looks like just a liquidity grab up maybe up into these areas to drop. Okay, I'm not confident. Hopefully, I'm wrong and it pushes up, but we'll soon see. So yeah, be careful, guys, when trading. I'm not saying sell everything. You just got to make sure to take profits on all projects once you're in profit and get your risk off the table. That's how I trade. So as you can see, I'm just going to this deeper level. We were definitely expecting price action to come back here and mitigate this level right here. Okay, as I mentioned before, this is a little point of release right here. This point of release, or this candle initiated this whole move down. We were expecting price action to come back here and gravitate and mitigate this area. All right, so as you can see here, we have liquidity squeezing, and it's just pop off in a direction of least point of resistance, which was this key area, right here that price action was going to gravitate towards it. All right, so this has taken out this liquidity. Just hopefully we will roll over and push up into here, guys. But we are still bearish on the weekly. All right, this could just be creating the weekly wick to push down lower in the week, which I'm more worried about. Hopefully I'm wrong, but we'll see what happens. All right, so hopefully we get a daily major boss. So what we want is, all right, price action is either going to, reject right now and come right down to 30 grand. All right, or we could push a little bit higher into this area, reject and go to 30 grand. Okay, there's multiple areas we can reject. Or the next one is up here. Okay, this is our last point of release up here that price action could reject and then continue on. Swap this liquidity, push up, grab liquidity and roll over. Okay, however, if we do get past here, which would be nice, I just don't like this candle action here. Okay, I don't like it. What we want price action to push up. Remember this blue zone. If we can come up here and create some equal highs of liquidity with a weekly change of trend to target the future, come down, retest that major supply and demand zone, then we can maybe push higher, okay? Which would be very, very nice to target this OBs up the top here. All right, so yeah, well, that's what we're waiting for. You've got to be patient, guys. Hopefully we push up. However, we're still in a weekly bear trend. All right, guys, that's it for me today. My screen has frozen. Sorry for me talking. So I look like an absolute fucking muppet right now, that face. Sorry about that. But yeah, enjoy your day, guys. Trade safe. Always protect your capital when trading and looking to invest. Thanks, guys.